Alright, I ended the stream on Twitch. Hopefully this shit stops freaking lagging, man. So fucking stupid, but it's fine. I don't know why it keeps on lagging, brother. But hopefully it should be better now, though. I'm streaming on 500 bit rate, and I stopped streaming on Twitch, or 5,000 bit rate, and I stopped the stream on Twitch, so I should not have any lag issues anymore. Hopefully. But Jesus Christ, my fucking stream went off. Like, how many times did it go off today? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Might honestly just delete the other 2 VODs, honestly. Nah, I won't do that. I won't do that. But we should be fine, though. Honestly, no more. Shouldn't run into any more issues anymore. Because we're not streaming on Twitch anymore. Yeah, I'm back, man. I'm back. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, today's just not a good day for us. Stream is lagging OD, bro. You know, I'm gonna do something real quick. There we go. Okay. There we go. Swear to God, man. Hey, dude, what point of view do you think I should look at for creating a bot that creates other bots on a VPS server? Well, I mean, I'm not really sure what you're trying to do exactly. Like, you want to create a Discord bot, or like what kind of bot exactly? You want to create a Discord bot? So what do you mean by like creating a bot that creates other bots? Well, what do you mean by that? Let's see, calls, conversation. Where's the message? Oh, there we go, over here. Like you pay via PayPal, it sends a RESTful API both and allows you to provide details to users. Well, I mean what you just asked is really different than what you just said you wanted to do, because you said you wanted to make a bot that you said you wanted to create a bot that creates other bots. So I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Like, do you mean like you pay via PayPal and it sends a RESTful API and then allows you to provide such details, such as avatar, username, status? Okay, so I guess, I mean, to be honest with you, like, I think what you're trying to do is you're trying to like set up like a bot that is only allowed to join a server if it's paid, right? That's what I'm assuming. Sup, Var Noob, how are you? Am I right? Or okay, so what you would do is, as soon as they pay via PayPal, you would need to save the user's data to the database, right? And then what you would need to do is you would need to check to see when the user joins the server, you need to check to see if that server is on the list of servers that are paid. So I guess what you could do is you could probably like allow the user to add their bot to one server, right? And you can check to see if that guild is like a paid server or not, you know? So for those who just missed out on what just happened before my internet went to shit, I will go ahead and quickly demo to you all what we just did. And what we'll do, so let me just show you guys real quick what just happened, okay? Alright, so give me 1 second. I'm just going to go ahead and show you what is going on. Alright, so watch this. I'm going to go on my browser. So the app is currently on right now. I'm going to click call on my phone. I'm on my phone right now, okay? Let's see what's going on. Let me reload the page real quick. Alright, let me call user. You can see that I'm now receiving a call from the other user. When I click accept, you're going to see that I can allow, and you can see that I have both of my screens. So we have video call working, and you can call any user you want. Okay? That's pretty much what we were able to do over the past couple days. And what we're going to be doing for the rest of the stream is just, just tidying up our code base, making things look more, usable, obviously, right? We'll make things a lot more better, of course. Let me go ahead and just close my Discord. And let me just open up my text editor. And let me go ahead and do this. So, let's see, message panel header style. No, this is the wrong one. Have you made a voice call option? We just did. Didn't you just see the video call? The video call is with voice call. So right now all we have to do is just make it so that you can turn on and off your video. That's what we're going to do right now. So the video call works. The video call works 100%. So we just have to clean up some code, and then we should be good to go. Let's see. Message container, message input field. Yeah, we just did. I just showed you guys the video call feature. Message panel header. Okay, right over here. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to do socket.emit on video call initiate. And when it is being initiated, we want to dispatch an action. So what we want to do is this. We are dispatching the local stream. And we want to also dispatch sets is calling true. Okay. So now let's go back to here or wherever we were in. Where is it? Message panel. Yeah, right here. Okay. So now let's go ahead and just comment this part out. And what we're going to do is we're only going to show. Oh, I'm on the wrong app. What if two users call at the same time? We'll probably fix that later. We haven't gotten to that part yet. Var Vladislav, how are you? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Здравствуйте. Okay. Friendly guy, how are you? Zachary Bacon, welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Okay. All right. So now, oh, whoops! I did not mean to turn off that incognito window. Let's fix that again. Let's log back in as that. All right. All right. So what we want to do is when we are calling the user, we'll set is calling to true, which means they'll show this to us. Okay. And you can see our video right over here. Okay. Accept. Okay. And what we need to do is when we accept, we need to also set, is call in progress to true. Okay. So we'll also do that dispatch. We'll set is calling to true, but we won't set is call in progress to true yet. We'll only do that when the user has accepted the call itself. So we'll go into, let's go into app page, and we'll go inside here. On video call accept, video call is accepted. Okay. And so we'll probably do this. For both users, we'll dispatch an action, set is call in progress. I think we got to go ahead and fix that. Call slice. Morali, how are you? Raphael, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Is call in progress. Set is call in progress. Yeah, man, our video chat is literally almost done, my friend. Video chat is almost done. State dot is call in progress equals state dot not state action dot payload, like that. Okay. So we'll set is call in progress. Let's see, what else do we want to do? Let's see. So we'll do set dispatch set is call in progress to true when both users accept. So that means this variable will be true for both users. Okay. And let's go back to where we were rendering. Okay. Call say is calling prog. Good. So if at least one of these is true, it'll display this conversation call, and it will hide the header. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have to do? There's some other stuff that we have to also do as well. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Let me just double check the slice again. I'm doing good, Morali. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Navigator, media devices. Set is receiving call. Okay, I think that might probably all we need. Let's try it out real quick. Cool. Okay. What else do we need? Let me see. Set is call in progress. That's true. Set is calling. We also need to set is calling to false. So we'll dispatch an action. Dispatch set is calling. I guess we could probably just do this. We'll do state is calling equal false. So that will set is calling to false. Okay. And what we need to do then is if this person is the caller, if this person was the caller, then what we'll do is we'll initiate the peer-to-peer connection, and we'll dispatch set connection, and then we'll get the stream, and then we'll then do peer the call, and then we set the call here. Perfect. Okay. And now let's see. Call on stream, remote stream, receive remote stream. Would be cool to see you make this an Electron app. Hey Anton, if a user sends a message in chat, the language uses not cached as English, then it will have a button below the message, and you can translate to your system default lang. I'm not sure in what context you're referring to that. Are you talking about like Discord, or are you saying like add that as a feature here? Let's see. Okay. Let me also do this. So we also want to make sure we handle when the user rejects the call, because right now, let's see, right over here in this is receiving call, and caller. Okay, so if we reject the call, then we want to set is receiving call to false. Okay. Let's see. So we need to go into call dialog, and when they reject the call, we can just emit an event called video call rejected. So that way we know that the call has been rejected. And when the call has been rejected, we'll literally just yeah. So we'll do socket.emit video call rejected, and I think maybe we probably only need the caller, which is us, I think. Oh, actually no, this is us. We're rejecting it. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do video call rejected. We'll get the original caller that called us, right? And then we'll do a bunch of stuff such as dispatching and just clearing the state, so that way we don't leave those values in memory. So yeah, so let's do this first. We'll emit this event, and we won't do anything else aside from just emitting this event. So we won't update any state inside here. It will just literally be for emitting the event. So let's go over here, and on the back end, we'll go ahead and handle that event right down over here. So we have video call accepted, subscribe message, video call rejected, and we'll go ahead and listen to that event right over here. Facebook has a feature, and it would be cool if you add it to your app. Maybe. I mean, like I said, once we finish with this video chat feature, and we're pretty much done with this app, to be honest with you. The video and voice chat is probably the biggest thing in this application right now that I think is going to be that's going to mark a huge milestone of the app. And once we're done with that, we're going to move on to other projects that I have planned out. We're going to build out a money transfer app, and we're also going to build out a e-commerce store, so everything will connect to each other. But you know, I'm always open to ideas though. Like, I'm not completely going to be abandoning this project, right? I'm not going to be abandoning this project. I'll probably like fix up some code, and then, you know, I'll make it open, and then I'll like allow contributions. So if people want to contribute, they're more than welcome to. But if they don't, then, you know, it's not really a big deal for me. Let's see. So what we'll do is video call rejected. So what we want to do is we want to get the caller's socket. So you can very easily get that from data, right? Because that's how we are emitting the event. We're emitting video call rejected, and we're passing in caller. So what we'll do is we'll do const caller socket equals this.sessions .get user socket data.caller.id. And of course, what we'll do is we'll say if caller socket, I'll just probably use something like caller socket and caller socket .emit on video caller rejected. When we reject the call, probably not sure what we want to do, to be honest. Probably wanna. I think maybe we probably might need the original user. The callee is what we should call it. So we'll do const receiver. I'll call it receiver for now. Socket.user. Let's do receiver. We'll pass in the receiver. We might need it for later, but we'll pass it in for now. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and do const.log inside video call rejected event. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and emit this event. So on the front end, it should only be emitted to the user that has initiate that call. So we'll probably do this inside. Let's see. We have a lot of different events. I kind of want to put these all into hooks, but I tried that last time and it gave us some issues. But I can try right now to see if it'll actually work. And if it'll work, we can definitely migrate over. So let's do hooks, sockets. Let's do use video call rejected. We'll do export function, use video call rejected. We'll get the socket, use context, socket context, and then we'll go ahead and create a use effect. And then inside here, we just want to go ahead and do socket on. And we want to listen to on video call rejected data. And the data literally only contains receiver. Okay, and hopefully this will work. This will really make our code a lot more better. So let's try this out and see what happens. So let's see. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. So when let's open up the logs in our browser real quick. Let's do that. Receiver rejected the call. Okay. Okay, so the event was actually able to listen, which is good. Let me just write a console log. Listener. RX3Dev, how are you? I'm working on video call right now. Best thing is waking up to your hosting live streams. Good morning, Anton. How are you? Good morning to you, Captain Alpha. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Right now, today, we're working on video calls right now. And so we were able to get it to work. I did a quick demo earlier, but we'll see more of it later. So let's try calling the user. So let's do this. If I reject, you can see receiver rejected the call. And let's see, does it say removing? I want to make sure this is being logged, because if it's not, that's not good. I want to make sure that okay, there we go. On video call reject the listener. Okay. Seems like that event is only unmounted. Oh, it seems like that is removed when we leave the app page, I guess. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Okay, that's okay. Okay. So now, when the call is rejected, we want to make sure we update the state, so that way the video is gone. And another problem is that when I click on a different conversation, I shouldn't be seeing this. Well, that's a easy fix though. I mean, that's a very easy fix. So right now, because this call is between me and Riley, okay, and if I click on this other user, it shouldn't be showing that. So we have to go into message panel And what we need to do is we also need to make sure that it's being only rendered to how do I say this? Let me refresh this. What we need to do is we need to make sure that it's only being shown in the correct conversation. Otherwise, it's going to show it for every single conversation. And that's obviously not good, right? So I think what we need to do is this. I think this is where we actually need to save the conversation to the state. The conversation ID. Well, we call it conversation ID. Really, it should be called channel ID between the two users. So I think saving the channel ID will actually make things a lot more simple, in my opinion. Because then we don't have to worry about checking to see if both users are in the conversation. I mean, we could. I think maybe that might be a better idea, actually. Let's see. So we need to know who the caller. We need to know who the caller is, and we also need to know who we are, which it's very easy auth context, right? Let me see. Store call slice. So if the caller is defined, okay, then we know who the caller is. So I guess what we have to do is we have to check to see if the conversation recipient or the sender, you know, doing it like this is really annoying. So I think maybe setting the conversation ID would make it a lot more easier, to be honest with you. So I think what we'll do is, this is where we need the conversation. So conversation call. So this is where we can benefit from having the conversation set and state. Otherwise, we'll have to create a function show conversation call, and we'll have to do something like conversation dot recipient equals it's just going to be a really annoying if condition. So I think just showing the conversation itself is extremely beneficial. So here's what we'll do is we'll go back to the message panel header where we handle the call, and we did emit this on video call initiate event, right? The backend receives it right over here, on video call initiate. Okay, and I don't think we really did anything with the conversation ID. I think we did, actually. I think we did. So what we'll do is right over here. Let's see. We have on video call initiate, and right over here, let's see. We have recipient ID and then conversation ID, right? Conversation recipient ID. And so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do this. So we'll do receiver socket.emit on video call, right? Okay, yeah, on video call, perfect. Okay, on video, let's look for on video call. Okay, so right over here we have this video call payload. We do have the conversation ID. We're not doing anything with it yet. I'll probably just save it to the store. So we'll call this active conversation ID number, and we'll dispatch an action to set it. So set active conversation ID. I probably want to call it maybe call channel ID, maybe set active, but I'll call it conversation ID for now. Set active conversation state action payload action number state dot active conversation ID equals action dot payload. Okay, so that will ensure we can actually render the call to the correct user. So dispatch set active conversation ID data dot conversation ID, like that. Okay, so now all we got to do is we just need to make sure that's right over here. When we also call the user, we should also set that ourselves, because this logic over here will only set it for the person who's receiving the call. Okay, so we'll do dispatch. So when we call the user, and I should really call this function call user. There we go. So do dispatch to the conversation ID. So conversation ID. Okay, so we'll do that. So that'll ensure that when we are calling the user, it will only show that for the other user. Okay, and of course, if we switch tabs, it'll redo everything again. So conversation, what we'll do is right over here. Let's go back here now. And so now what we'll do is this. So here's what we'll do. We'll check to see if conversation.id is equal to active conversation ID. Let's see. So let's just grab that from call state. Call state.active conversation ID. And I think we need to go into call slice. What's going on over here? Oh, this is awesome done as well. Okay, cool. Okay. So let's refresh. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and do this. Whoops. And we also need to make sure that when the user clicks away, we want to make sure that they can actually still see the video. So that'll actually be a little bit complex, because what I'm thinking is, well, how would we actually show the video if the user is away? I think it could be possible. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. Okay. So what we'll do is this. Let's go back here. We also want to make sure. So we want to make sure this is true. And nope. Either one of these things are true. Okay. So that should fix that. So if there's a call in progress. What's going on? Let's see. There we go. So if the conversation ID is equal to call state.active conversation ID, then it'll show that. If they click away, then we will obviously show that, right? And also, we also want to make sure that the truth value of this is true as well. So now let's go over here. Let's call. Oh, it's weird. Let's try again. Let's see what's going on. Interesting. Oh wait, I forgot to do one more thing. I forgot to also, yeah, so that we have to go back to app page, and when we receive that call, so, or wait, let's go over here. On video call accept, right? So yeah. When we accept the video call, wait, let me check something real quick. On video call initiates. I guess what we'll do, yeah, the reason why it's not showing it for the other user, I think, is probably because that's really weird, because it's showing the conversation call. But for some reason, the conversation call is not showing the local ref. So I'm not sure what we changed to disrupt that. That's really strange, actually. Let's try this again. That's really weird. I think it might be because of something that we did inside conversation call. We never update anything here though, so see, I am the right person, right? This is who we are. Yes, that's us. I didn't change anything though. That's the weird part, is I didn't change anything at all. Aside from adding this use video call rejected, didn't really change much here. It's really weird. Let me see what's going on. Why would that not update for the user? Same events are being emitted. On video call accept. Set is called in progress true. Okay. Well, when we accepted the video call, I emitted video call accepted, right? And then the gateway emits on video call accept to both the original socket user and the caller itself. And so this is the event that we're listening to now. Video call was accepted. I did receive the event, I believe. Let me just double check. Okay. Local stream was updated, video stream was updated. So video call accepted, dispatch set is call in progress true. If there's no peer, return console log no peer. Okay, if data.call.id is equal to user ID, okay. So this will set the stream for ourselves, right? Set connection. We get the stream. We call set call. And now I'm starting to get confused because let me try again. Yeah, I'm not sure what it was that I changed to have caused this. It's so weird. Like it was, I don't know what I changed because I didn't change anything related to this. Didn't change anything inside conversation call. Didn't dispatch anything inside message panel. Don't think I've done anything here except for call set active conversation ID. So, and I also dispatched local stream as well. Just because of the conversation ID, is that the reason why? Let's find out. Nope. It's definitely not set. It's definitely not this. Is it because of this on video call? When we receive the video call, let's see. Let me go ahead and do this. Let's see. Call receive dialog. Call user. Let me see. Const stream. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Let me do this. Let me move this into its own branch real quick. So let's create a new branch from the call user video call. Now let me move this to its own branch real quick. Give me a sec. Create new branch. And let me just stage these changes and push them real quick. And let me just move back to the master branch right over here, and let's go ahead and try this out again. Interesting. Okay, it's likely to do with the peer not being able to. It's probably likely to do with the peer not being able to connect to the server. That's my guess. Let me see. Okay, no, that's definitely not the issue. Okay, it's weird. Let's see. So I'm in the master branch right now, and let me see. Let's see. App page. Let's see. Aaron, don't worry about them, man. Don't worry about them. Let me see. So what I need to do? Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. That's so weird. It was working not so long ago. It's really strange how all of a sudden, and we are the same peer. Yes, we are the same peer. Guys, don't worry. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that guy. Don't worry about that person. Let them have their own opinion. Let them have their own opinion. I would argue that using probably vanilla JS, HTML, and CSS probably will make your life a lot more miserable. But you can be my guest though. Let me see. Okay, so I am on the master branch, but I'm not sure what's going on because I literally. It's so weird. Let me refresh again. Let's see. Let's go here. Can't be. No way it's a peer issue, right? No way it's a peer issue. No way it's a peer issue. Okay, so it seems like maybe the peer is not being created. Not sure what's going on. It was clearly working literally not so long ago. So I'm not sure why. Yeah, I even wrote the commit message and everything. I'm back on the master branch. All of our changes are gone. What happens in that Redux DevTools? Well, let me see something real quick. If I go to app page, let me see. And if I go into app page, what should happen is when we accept the call, on video call accept. Okay, well, this is only going to happen for the user that this logic is only going to execute for the user that made the call, right? For the person that receives the call, this is what's supposed to happen. Receiving call. So if you see over here in the console, let's do that. You can see receiving. If I click accept, let's see. Okay. Video call was accepted. Okay. So let's see over here. An update was made to the call. Yo, what's going on, Aiden? How are you? Video call is accepted. We want to log the data. Okay, maybe it might not be creating the peer connection, I think. It says call exists. What? Okay, video call is accepted. It logs this. Okay. We have the peer ID. Okay. Removing key on event listener. Connection is defined. Inside peer use effect hook. Okay, that's right over here. We console log the peer. That's the other user. Okay, dispatching set remote stream action. So that should happen when the user accepts. But the thing that's so weird is that it was working earlier. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This was literally working like literally just now, so I don't know what in the world could have changed for it to not work, which is really confusing to me, because it was working earlier. Before I made all those changes, I just reverted back to the old changes, and all of a sudden, and we are in the same room. Like, this is the same channel, right? You can see that we're talking. That's really strange. It literally worked. Literally, I don't even know what the hell is going on. We didn't change anything. This is literally... And I do not have the old hook. Yeah, I don't have the old hook. So that shouldn't even be an issue right now. It was working before, and all of a sudden it's not working. And for some reason the logs don't want to give me any issues, or give me any... It doesn't even want to give me... My assumption is the peer.js server is likely down. Well, you know, let me check before I continue. Let me just check. Is the peer.js server down? Let's find out. I don't think it should be, but let me view the status real quick. Okay, so it's clearly up. Alright, yeah, let me try restarting my API server. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. But the API server is receiving events just fine. It's emitting the events. It's just that, like, the events are being emitted. So there shouldn't be any issues with that. Video. You can see that it says video call was accepted on our logs over here. Okay, now the interesting part is that the gateway caller socket emit on video call accept. Okay. If data.caller ID is equal to user ID, okay, so we are the caller, right? We are the ones that should be receiving this event. So to be honest, yeah, like, so, okay, so to be honest, both users should not be receiving the event. No, it has nothing to do with the socket. Anyways, so if data.call.id is equal to user.id, so this basically implies that the person who was calling the user, yeah, this is the person that's calling the user, right? We do... Let me check data.accepted.peer ID real quick. Okay. That is their peer ID. And the peer IDs are the same. And what should happen? So we already have our local stream already. That's already been displayed the moment we call the user. So that's not an issue right there. The moment we call the user, we did dispatch set local stream. And whenever the user accepts the call, you can see that in the logs, it even says, it should say receiving call right over here. Let's see. Peer on call. If it's not saying receiving, okay, so it's something to do with the peer. It's a peer issue. It's not able to connect to the peer. It's likely not able to connect to the peer. I can go ahead and verify that by just logging the connection, because if the peer was being connected, let's see, 175. Okay, so the connection is here. Reliable false. Preferred peer connection. Let's see. When we call peer.connect, it's supposed to dispatch this, which, to be honest with you, this isn't really relevant right now. Then we have to get our, this is where we get our media device, we get our stream. And then what we do is we do const new call. And then we pass in the peer ID. And so let's do that again. Got media stream, and now calling user. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we call dispatch set call, right? And we pass in a new call right over here. And what should have happened was it should have console logged an update was made to call and callback. If there's no call return, call exists. So do call on stream, remote stream, received remote stream. But my only concern is that right now it's not even going inside here. Inside, let's see, peer use effect. What confused me is that it was working just fine earlier, but all of a sudden it doesn't. Okay, so it says inside peer use effect hook. So peer does exist. You can see the peers right over here. That's the peer ID, right? Inside peer use effect hook. Okay, good. On the other logs, right? On over here, it never receives this peer on call incoming call. But I'm just so confused. What could we have changed that could have made this not work all of a sudden? That's what I'm so confused about. Is that what could we have changed to make this not work? Add debug 3 to the peer constructor to see the logs. Yeah, one more thing that I want to mention is that We also are error ID is taken. Okay, that error went away.